time for Sanity Corner / I Feel Petty. I'm going to go first. Alyssa had to duck out because the COVID took her.
She gave us all she could.
She gave it her all.
She wrung herself out.
She really did, and she's a hero. I think that I don't use that term loosely, and I think Alyssa is legitimately and literally a hero. Okay, so I'm going to, I don't know if this is petty or not. We were going to put this under Does This Stupid Bullshit Matter, which is part of news, but the news was running long, so I'm just kicking it down to petty. It's a little peek under the hood for you listeners. Okay, so I don't know if all of you love mess.
I do.
Personally, I love mess. There are groups on Facebook around the idea where women get together. They're private groups where women get together and talk about, they do kind of gut checks on men that they're seeing or men that they're dating. And I don't want to name it because it's against the rules of the group to like name the group, whatever.
Fight Club.
Essentially, yes. But it's a group where you can, again, married, monogamous. I have no horse in this race. I do not participate. I just peer in and I'm like, I love this mess. Because it's women saying like, I just went out with this guy. What do you think of him? And then they'll post a photo and then people will weigh in.
Say, that's my husband.
Who know him. Yes. Or like he dated my friend for like 8 months and he said that he was single, like it'll be tea. And then sometimes it's like, I went on with him on a Bumble date a few months ago and it wasn't a match, but he was really sweet and really nice, know, like stuff like that. So it's good and bad stuff. Sort of like the Whisper Network, but given the power of social media, right? Well, most major cities have them, some major cities have more than one. This is, I guess, all kind of going to shit. A man in Chicago is suing 27 women over negative reviews in a Facebook group calling him clingy and a ghoster.
27?
Well, suing is also pretty clingy now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, if you're trying to look chill and cool, that's not the move.
27 feels like a pretty good consensus, too.
You got
like, that's a lot of bad reviews.
That's like
sir.
a competitive dance team worth of bad reviews. So basically this guy found out that he was being posted on the Chicago version of this like
I wonder
Facebook
if my
group.
sisters know him.
I guarantee one of my friends dated him.
It's public. His name is Nico D'Ambrosio. He's 32, and he says his name and photo were shared on the private Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page, according to the lawsuit filed in the Northern District of Illinois. He's suing 27 women, saying he's been subject to defamation, doxing, and invasion of privacy. So I just want to say this is like part petty, part public service announcement. Careful what you write down in a private Facebook group. Because it is not you texting your friend.
It's not as private as you think.
It's not as private as you think.
I'd say careful what you text your friends, too.
Voice
memos, okay?
That's true. You and Naomi are the queens of voice memos.
That's all we do.
I hate a voice memo. I'm sorry.
You just got to find someone you really connect with it on. And it's... Naomi and I will send like 6-minute ones.
I can't. I need to do other things with my time.
I know. I've got to use my ears to sense whether predators are approaching or whether or not I can safely hunt. I think this is something that we saw like early on in the Me Too movement, and I like wrote something about it, and I got in trouble, and feminists got mad at me, and I was like, I'm a feminist too. Don't get mad at me. I'm just pointing something out. Sorry. There was like a spreadsheet that was going around, a Google spreadsheet that was like shitty men in media. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Anybody with the link could anonymously edit it. And it had some wild accusations on there. And I knew that at least one person who edited it was like a pathological liar.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
a pathological, like dangerous liar. Whoever, you know who I'm talking about, Dana. Every few years I see that she's gotten another job and I'm like, you are all in trouble. Yes. This person is going to lie about and to you. Yeah. And like anyway, but I know that she was helping edit it and a couple guys I knew were on it, and like some of the accusations were really, really crazy. And what ended up happening was, it's sort of like, this isn't really a private whisper network anymore if it's a publicly accessible like thing that a ton of people have access to. So I just be really careful if you're trying to warn somebody about a person that they're dating, a person that they're seeing, or just a guy that they might work with. Be really careful what you write down, how you write it down. If it's possible for you to just say it to the person, that's better than just, writing it down on Facebook. Anything you post on Facebook, Facebook could be subpoenaed in a lawsuit like this, and you could have your even if you think you're posting anonymously, you can have your identity revealed. Just be really careful. Be really
It's a very
careful.
good PSA.
Yeah.
Like a genuinely good PSA.
Not everyone is supposed to get married or
Yeah.
wind up together. So it's like sometimes you just date people and it's like, yeah, not for me. If someone was abusive to you, then like you got to let us know. If you dated someone and it didn't work out, I don't fucking care.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to like downplay the fact that abuse exists and it's super underreported and people aren't believed. But like a person being mean to you is not the same as a person.
And I would argue that it is actually actively harmful to
It
people
is.
who are being abused because it minimizes and then distorts and then muddies the water for genuine cases of abuse.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that a combination of private, semi-private, online spaces give people an artificial sense of security and like an over-patholization of simple romantic mismatches kind of leads to a situation where I think it was just only a matter of time before somebody got sued.
Well, it's also the difference between a public and a private person. Like, you can say kind of whatever you want about Ariana Grande and her relationship online.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, they're not real people. They're celebrities. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But it's like public people are very different.
Totally. And you know, all you have to do
Private
is
people, sorry.
Yeah, all you have to do is have one compliance meeting with your company's in-house First Amendment lawyer to get the shit scared out of you. You can't say shit about private citizens without like it possibly getting you into big trouble.
But also, Nico, if 27 women have bad reviews, maybe take this as an opportunity to do some soul searching.
Maybe take this as an opportunity to get representation, write a memoir,
Yeah.
talk to each of the 27 women to try to fix it. This is a free idea.
One-star dater.
Yeah, exactly. 27 women or 27 bad dates. And then like write a book about what you learned from talking to all 27 women
That
who
sounds like a
fucking
very
hate
good
you.
book.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I would read that.
Yeah, you could write a fictionalized version of it too. Because
might.
I don't think Nico is much of a writer. Just gonna guess. 32-year-old Nico from Chicago, probably not a literary guy. Don't sue me, Nico. Sorry if you are a good writer. Don't sue me. Okay, Megan.
Okay, I have a sanity. As we said, it's award season, and Monday night was the Emmys, and I'm just going to say I don't think the Emmys should be on a Monday night. That's neither here nor there. And Niecy Nash-Betts won Best Supporting Actress in a limited series, which was Dahmer, which I'm not going to watch because I don't want to be that scared. But in her acceptance speech, she thanked herself, and I loved that. And like the room got, exploded. And then she went on to give a name and a voice to Black women who have been murdered by police and the government. And so that was rock on too. But to thank yourself in an acceptance speech, and she doubled down afterwards. She goes, I'm the only one who knows everything that I've been through. And I believed in myself to get here. And she thanked other people. And she really like used her time and she was like, I'm going to speak truth to power till the day I die. And in the same breath, she thanked herself. And I loved it.
Very cool.
Great.
That is a good sanity corner. So like a good award speech, that's enough to like warm your heart for a few days.
It is funny because Io in her Golden Globe speech thanked all of her representation's assistants, which everybody in the room, they like cut to Taylor Swift and she's nodding. But it's been funny since then. Everyone's been trying to they're like, and we'd like to thank the camera operators. And it's like, okay, we get it. You all see other people that aren't just famous people.
That's pretty funny. Everybody's trying to go viral now. They're
Yes.
like, ooh, how can I get
Be
some
like,
of that?
I'd like to thank lunch.
Okay, Dana, bring us home.
Okay, this is actually a last minute swap in my mind. But the thing that actually is keeping me sane these days, because I'm working from home, I'm sort of self-employed, like I do a bunch of writing projects. The thing that I do every day that actively keeps me sane is write a to-do list.
Oh.
Every single day.
Wow.
I swear to God, like the night before, I'll write my to-do list of like the things I have the next day and like the things I want to get done. And it like, I think without it, I would just be floating in space. If you are someone who like works from home or doesn't have like a structured job, I could not recommend, or if you're someone with a broken brain like me, like I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is the thing. Ian, my husband, has started doing it because he was like working a full-time job and now is like working from home, and like it just like keeps you grounded and productive and gives you like little tasks. it's the main thing keeping me sane these days.
Do you have like a little to-do list pad, or are you writing it in your phone?
I have to write it by hand physically because
okay.
you have to cross it out. And this is the most embarrassing thing. At a bachelorette party, I got a notepad like that as like the little like giveaway as like everyone's name on the little notepad, and I used up that whole pad. And I got another like blank pad, but I didn't like it as much as the one that had my name on it. So I ordered from the exact same company that the bachelorette party had used, or like the bridal shower or whatever. And they only did bulk orders. I couldn't just do one. So I ordered 6 pads with my name on it because I liked that like novelty gift. I was like, this is the paper that I like. It's the weight. This is the size I like. And so I ordered 6 custom pads just for myself.
And then is the pen like a pink dick?
And this is also a really dorky thing that I'm almost embarrassed to admit on a recording device. I took a handwriting class last year.
What? I remember that. Wasn't it like calligraphy?
Well, no. So it was a woman who is like the head calligrapher at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London.
Sure, naturally, that's a job.
It's a job because of course they're doing calligraphy all the time. But she does like handwriting, and it's a private lesson. It was like wildly affordable. Like it sounds so bougie. Like it was not expensive.
Not a wait list for that class.
No, she's like great, and it was just she and I on Zoom, and she like helped me make a handwriting, and now it's really soothing and relaxing. I like do my to-do list. I write it out really neatly, and I feel really centered and organized.
Wow. This is why you went to Brown and I went to a state school.
That actually, could you take a handwriting class? Like, let's say you were planning on doing a crime that required you to disguise your handwriting. Ooh. Would that change the way your handwriting appeared enough that a handwriting expert could not detect?
My handwriting is really different. I think the paper trail from this class might implicate me, but if I could have done it, if I threw away all my practice pads, I could probably get away with something.
And then we scrubbed the internet of this conversation.
Yeah. We got to go back and make sure that it's deleted.
Cheryl at the V&A Museum wipes me from her record.
No, you make an appearance. It's like suddenly the movie or the whatever murder mystery starts with like a handwriting expert being murdered.
Yeah.
And then
Cheryl's dead.
Yeah, Cheryl died.
Cheryl.
Dana did it because she was going to do a bigger crime.
With a pen.
Yeah.
That's a really good, I feel like this is a really good like lifetime
It has
murder
lifetime
mystery.
vibes.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, I'll voice memo Naomi about it.